since I was a little kid, I wanted to design the future.
How I kind of saw it was, wow, this is like sci-fi, this is like the Terminator.
Until I tried the Jet on, I couldn't fully appreciate what it would mean.
When we started this process, we had to look at how we can take the DNA of consumer electronics, but then inject that into a pair of sports sunglasses and find a way to create a new design language that hasn't existed before.
There's plenty of established design patterns that you can leverage from web and mobile, but you kind of had to rethink the wheel a little bit when designing for new technology like heads-up displays.
You've got to start to really use an understanding of human experience to understand the design of the product. You've got to know when it's useful to be there and when it's useful to get out of the way. And it's also really interesting because once you're in the experience, you learn more about the person. So now, what do you do with that data?
That's always been the ethos of the company. Serve the athlete, make the athletic experience more enjoyable, enable athletes to achieve their full potential, encourage them, support them, guide them.
There's really two fundamental things that we have to keep in mind. The first thing is, of course, understanding the need of the user. What is the user's goal? The other challenge, which is unique to the wearable space, is understanding the constraints of the product. We have, for example, limited screen real estate. You don't have an unlimited supply of battery like you would with a personal computer. Athletes often want to see a lot of different metrics at the same time, so we have to be really careful what we're surfacing and when.
It's there when you need it, and it's invisible when you don't. As remarkable as that sounds, it really is true.
Runners care about their pace, their distance, their time, their heart rate. None of these are new ideas or new metrics to show, but what we're doing differently is how we show that to the user.
The most important thing we wanted to do is make sure that it looked good and it felt good. That involved making sure that Recon Jet wasn't interfering with people's faces, it wasn't causing some sort of uneven weight distribution.
We're not just thinking about the user in their activity, we're thinking about the three states of the user: pre-activity, in the activity, and post-activity. Jet is actually just one piece of a finely tuned machine that kind of connects all these pieces to create one holistic experience for the user.
Until you have that experience and see what it feels like, how empowering it is, how motivating it is to get that information just below your right eye, you just don't have any idea the degree to which your experience is going to be transformed.
We turn imagination into reality, and we call it augmented automation.
Welcome to the Remote Support Center. Please identify yourself now. Thank you, John Doe. Please identify the machine now. Thank you. Defective machine was identified. Please stand by. You'll get connected.
After login, An encrypted connection is established between the operator and an assigned expert. He has direct access to the machine live data and can provide step-by-step instructions for troubleshooting.
Could you please open the control cabinet?
The AR glasses have a built-in high-resolution camera for live video transmission. The expert sees exactly what the operator sees. He can take and edit screenshots for further instructions and easily send them to the integrated heads-up display of the AR glasses. They ensure complete freedom of movement and provide a stable audio connection at the same time.
Okay, I see the problem. Please activate the swift fuse.
This intuitive way of communication allows shorter response time and cost-efficient problem solving. The whole procedure is simultaneously documented for future requests.